Hello, my sweethearts, and a very good evening to you. Apanth and I are delighted to have you with us again. We have both been excited to share this episode with you. This week, we are reading the second part of The Soldier and the Demon. In case you missed it, the poem's first part concerns a young man called Adam. Adam was injured fighting in the Second World War. He is in a field hospital in England, waiting to die, when a small creature appears above his bed. The creature introduces itself as a demon who has come to Earth to watch as Adam dies and is dragged down into hell. The little demon, who calls himself Bo, has just spent the afternoon playing around the hospital and driving Adam crazy. Put your feet up, fluff your pillows, and get ready for the conclusion. What happens? Let's find out. The Soldier and the Demon. Part 2. The little demon stayed 3 days. Bo sat by Adam's bed and begged for more stories and songs. Bo slept curled by his head. And on the third night, Adam held the child warm in his arms. If the nurses had seen them, they'd have smiled and been charmed. They could not. They thought that Adam cradled something not there. They felt pity for all his pain and smiled to see his care. Early upon the fourth morning, before the break of dawn, Adam struggled to catch his breath. He felt weak and forlorn. Blood seeped and then poured from his wounds. Adam cried out for help, but none heard him. The nurses slept. He was left by himself. It didn't take long for him to know that his time had come. With nothing else to do, he prayed it would be quickly done. He tried not to think of the hurt, waiting eternally for him to come. Instead, he wished to meet his death bravely. But strength flowed from him so quickly that fear sparked like a flame. It was in answer to that fear the great shadow came. The shadow was a figure tall and dark and full of wrath. The only light on it was the eyes that glared down on both Adam and Bo. Those eyes were crimson and flickered like fire. Fear, terror, and awful despair were all they could inspire. "Junior demon," the shadow said, "draw near, attend to me. The time has come for you to see a soul damned endlessly. This soldier deserves every pain that waits below for him. The gates of hell stretch wider now, and you must cast him in." Adam lifted his chin, determined to be brave, though dead. "Now, Bo, take the weak sinner down to hell," the shadow said. Adam looked at Bo and managed to dredge up a weak grin. He was amazed when Bo stepped between the shadow and him. "I won't take him," Bo said. "Adam does not deserve the flame. If he had been a wicked soul, it would be all the same. I might even have laughed in glee as he fell to the pit. But damnation requires sin, and his soul has not it." Adam saw fear in little Bo. His legs moved tremblingly. His little eyes were wide with fear. Adam, looking, could see fat teardrops standing in his eyes. His heart ached for the boy. The demons surrounding them now could easily destroy his young friend, Bo, with just one blow. He couldn't bear to see the chubby child in the white shift destroyed eternally. "Do as they ask," Adam urged Bo. "Someone must see that I travel down to the hellish gates and enter into fry. That you have such courage to your credit, it surely must be. But you will be destroyed if you throw in your lot with me. What should I do then? Keep your true nature secret for now. When I am gone, seek for an angel who can tell you how. And if you can ally yourself with heaven up above, then at least one of us will tread the bright city of love." Speak, little spark. The greater shadow roared, shaking them both. Adam, unthinking, crossed himself. The shadow screeched an oath. Adam cared not, for the ruckus had bought young Bo more time. Go on, Adam said. Agree to bring me in. It's my time. No, the brave demon child cried. I refuse to take him. He told the shadow, if I refuse, he can't enter in. To fast in fire. I cede my claim to Adam. Give the chance to the angel who waits now to list his good at a glance. That was the last the demon spoke. A light flashed in the air, and the brave white-winged child no longer stood, face shining there. In his place stood a fair woman of radiant majesty. She said, Adam, God summons you to heaven. Come with me. Wait, Adam said. What of the child? The small demon you mean? He was so young, just barely born. He had not even seen a single long, bright summer day beside the rolling sea, or a white winter where snow sparkles in cool majesty. Ask our God if he'll redeem him, make him an angel fair, and give to him my golden mansion built in heaven there. If he does that kindness for me, I will endure the dark, knowing the child is safe. His happiness will be the spark that keeps despair away from me. You reject God, young man? The angel asked. No, I thank him for his merciful plan. But I was born a mortal, and my wrong was mine alone. The little demon boy was sired where cruelty makes moan. He had no example of good, kindness, or sacrifice. Yet, he found faith enough to save me, despite all my vice. He deserves a chance to exist. God made all hope and joy. So my prayer is he shows his grace to the small demon boy. The angel frowned. If it is your will, I'll ask him, she said. But don't think you'll find other ways to return from the dead. I understand, Adam said. The fate I choose is my own. Whether or not I regret it, I've no license to moan. If you would make the plea for me, I'd be grateful to you. And thank you for taking the time my small errand to do. Well, God gifted mankind with choice. I will ask of my Lord if he will make the trade. Remember, you can ill afford to argue with eternal powers. If the Lord says no, you must obey and follow me where you are meant to go. Adam bowed his head, acknowledging, yes, I will obey. Whatever God above decides, I'll either go or stay, according to the words you say. The angel dipped her head. Hold on to your life until I come back, the lady said. It seemed an age that he waited for the angel's return. Adam prayed something good would be what he'd finally learn. He kept the image of little Bo fixed tight in his thoughts, as if his mind could set the child in the heavenly courts. Finally, the sweet angel reappeared. Her face was sad. Adam braced himself, expecting that the news would be bad. To his delight, the angel said, "The Lord above agrees. If you're willing to render yourself up, Bo will be free." Adam smiled wide, and yet a tear escaped from his green eye. Thank God in heaven for his kindness. Since I guess that, I will not have time to bid Bo luck and offer a farewell before I am forced down into the darkness that is hell. Please do me one last favor. Tell little Bo bye for me. Tell him that he should never regret this gift from me. Please tell Bo I'm so proud of him for being his own man. And tell him to feel no sorrow for me. I, his friend, am. I will tell him the angel swore. And I'll remember you. Whether what you did was right or wrong, I am proud of you. Then the bright angel raised her hand, and Adam closed his eyes, prepared to enter a place where he'd always be despised. There was a shiver, then a quiver, then a rush of flame, and when the darkness washed across him, he gave it no blame. When Adam woke, he was in a lane near a market town. The hour was late, and a faint misty rain was falling down. In his arms, wrapped in a blanket, he held a baby boy. The boy did not struggle, or fret, or seem to lack for joy. He stared up into Adam's face with a wide, dazzling grin. At first, Adam was at a loss how to recognize him. But then he saw the birthmark on the baby's shoulder there, which might have been a heart or two hands opening in prayer. Then Adam laughed and wept with glee to know the demon boy had been gifted a life and soul, the wide world to enjoy. More than that, he swore to the boy that he'd a father be, and gladly work day and night to see him raised happily. He'd christened the child Charles, but his nickname would remain Beau, and Adam would be at his side wherever Charles did go. So Adam walked down to the town of future to begin, a man delighted with the new life God had given him. Subscribe to become a delicious darling. Wonderful. Finally, a happy ending. Or rather, a happy beginning. What did you think of the poem? Do let me know. This week's word for the comments is future. Write it, and then let me know what you wish for in the future. Apanth and I would be very grateful if you hit like and subscribe, and press the notification bell to become an official delicious darling. Okay, I am off to listen to a concert of choral singing. I am lucky that my current hometown plays host to some of the most beautiful music in the world. Gorgeous music soothes the soul, and mine could use some soothing tonight. To all my friends out there, I hope tomorrow brings you something beautiful to lift your heart. Until then, be safe and warm, and sleep well, my delicious darlings.